Whoa, rising in the rising sun, the land.
Yo, minasan, it's Mangas. Hey, what's going on? Today I want to talk to you about something, introducing a major concept in Japanese that I really haven't talked a lot about because I didn't feel like I was that much of an expert in this field. But John, my co-founder, and I did a lot of research, and we have found and made sure we've researched this a lot to be able to bring you these next couple of episodes, which are focused majoritively around pronunciation. Now, I am not a native Japanese speaker. I have a large amount of experience speaking Japanese, and I feel very comfortable teaching Japanese grammar. So I'm going to be approaching this very much from a research and from a personal experience as a second language learner learning this kind of part of language. Being able to speak Japanese in a way that makes the listener feel comfortable is the quintessential part of being fluent in a language. And the way we do that is by mimicking and trying to pronounce things like a native speaker. It's important that we don't let our own vernacular, or not our own vernacular, our own intonation or cadence or even accent in a language keep us from being able to pronounce things like a native speaker. Now, I am not going to act like I can speak like a native speaker. I can fool people if I'm on the phone sometimes, unless they get me on a topic I'm not familiar with. But saying certain things and using certain sounds will make you sound a lot more like a native speaker, and that's what I want to focus on. Particularly pronunciating Japanese. So Japanese is organized by syllables, as you're fully aware, I'm sure. We have ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. It's the K sound followed by A, E, I, O, or U. And other sounds that follow in a consonant plus a vowel syllable block. There is also the sound It's a closed mouth sound similar to an N. All of these sounds are what we call Mora, M-O-R-A, Mora. These consonants, or Mora as we call them, are very, very important because how we pronounce things is dependent upon these Mora. Japanese, unlike languages like Chinese or Mandarin or Cantonese or even English, do not use what are called diphthongs, or where each individual syllable, each individual thing makes a down or an up or a bump or a up and down. Each of these syllables should be pronounced either low or high. That is it, low or high. And there is a specific rule that comes along with this low and high thing. This idea of low and high, each individual syllable being a low or a high sound, is called pitch accent in Japanese. And that's what we're going to be talking about for this week, pitch accent. So I want you to be familiar with the term as we go over it and understand that the sound is its own Mora. And then as we learn how the individual pitch accents work, we'll be able to break down how to pronounce Japanese in a more fluent and a more fluid way that I hope will help you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, it takes 10,000 mistakes to learn Japanese, so we need to make some mistakes. And I'm not just saying that. A lot of the times I'll get some emails or some messages on Instagram, where I'm most active, by the way. And people are always like, wait, why is this? Why is this? Why is that? Or, John Sensei, I don't mind the questions. Why do you tell us to make mistakes? Isn't that counterproductive? No, it is not. I believe that telling people to make mistakes is actually the best way to become comfortable in learning a language, and it will actually help you learn the language faster. I have a big theory on this, and I'll explain it a little better one day. But until then, see you tomorrow. Johnny.